like me. But they didn't like the cat I was holding. He was small and red, and had a furry head. It was very cute. But they didn't like it all the same. Probably because it bit him. Yeah, she likes fish.
Next. Oh, no, she went right on me. Or a spirit. Tell me you're scaring me. Whatever you're ready.
Welcome to history class. Once upon a time, there were two people. One of them was him. We do not know how old he is. And he came in that door, I think. We all thought he was a little crazy, but his tales were familiar somehow. Sound like grim tales, like Little Red Riding Hood. Yes, that's one he brought up. He was there. He was the wolf.
Give a round of applause. As you can see, it takes very little time to land a jet aircraft on an aircraft carrier at night in the middle of the ocean, which is just what everybody did who got up here. So, was that entertaining to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because that exercise forces you to go with what your partner does. And the only thing you have is your partner. And then you have the reaction of the audience. And it always produces really, really excellent examples of what acting is. Even if you're, I don't know if any of you are actors or not, or whether you were, was this anyone's first time standing up in front of a group?
Nope.
Okay.
Many drama classes.
Got a bunch of pros. So it makes me look like an amazing teacher. So I'll wrap it up with that and open it up for questions for a little bit, and then I can also sign for the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Like I said, in the drama club at my school, is there any other than the two exercises you showed us that you might suggest to build? Because we have some shy people in our drama class. What would you suggest we could do for exercises to help them?
That would be really fun.
Yeah, really fun, shy people exercises. There's one called New York Lemonade, which if we have a bigger room, sometimes I play that. And it's where you have two teams and they say, where are you from? New York. What are you drinking? Lemonade, which is why it's called New York Lemonade. But that's just sort of the opening to it. And then both teams come up to the set. And one team, and there's sort of a no man's land in between, and one team's decided on an occupation they're going to act at, like dentists. So everybody's like acting like dentists. And the other team on the other side of the no man's land is like, car mechanic, surgeon, dentist. And as soon as you say dentist, the team playing dentist runs back behind their safe line, and the other team's trying to tag them, and it goes back and forth. And you don't notice that you're acting because everybody's acting at the same time. And it's exciting because you're getting chased and falling down and breaking bones. That's one good one. The other thing is just to fail. Just if someone's shy, just get up and fail until it feels good.
Our drama, because we have some younger kids in our drama class, because our high school people won't like it because drama needs are weird.
They totally are.
Yeah,
We're pretty freakish, but you know what? Awesome. Very
there's this
likable.
TV show that
Use
some
that
of the
word.
little kids watch, some of us watch too. They do an A to Z improv thing.
Yeah.
I start a sentence with A, he would then go with B, and then C, and then so on. It's a really good way to for an exercise.
Yeah, that's a good one. The other one that I'm most in favor of, and it's the way I was trained as an actor, is the Viola Spolin technique of improvisational acting, which has to do with space work and getting in contact with the space. Basically, it's It's an exercise structure to teach you how to be 7 again. Because we're all amazing actors when we're 7. We're like, you know, so you're fully engulfed in the reality. And so the Spolin spacewalk exercise sort of frees up everybody to be a kid again, and to feel what it feels like to act. That's one I would recommend. Yeah?
Do you have any advice for inspiring actors for the stage?
For this to act. Every chance you get, every time you get in a room, every time you're allowed, do it. Practice monologues at home. Never quit. Go to auditions a lot. Never stop. Find out the auditions that are happening tonight and go to them. The Alma community players. I don't know. There's no. But and then move to a city with great theater. Chicago's right, you know, down the street here. That's where I started. I started in Chicago. I went to DePaul University there, great conservatory acting program. Chicago has tons of theaters to work in, but most towns have really great theaters to work in. There's always some place to audition for a show. We drove through Sparkle, Michigan. I don't know, someplace with a sushi place 15 minutes away from here. And they were doing Importance of Being Earnest. Just 15 minutes away at an awesome old theater, and it's a community. It looks like a community theater. Do what? Mount Pleasant. That's right, because I kept making the joke. Mount Pleasant, and then further down, Mount Not So. Yes, Millie.
An audition coming up soon in which I might have to do a voice. Any tips? We're doing Snow White at the Broadway Theater where they're doing Important.
Oh, really? Snow White? What type of voice might you have to do?
Like sneezy and grumpy because I'm short and that's the only
You know, the sneezy and grumpy, those like doing like caricatures of a dwarf. You start like if I was doing sneezy, I would start with what it feels like to always be sneezing. You know, and that voice would come out of there. You know, if I was grumpy, I'd just picture what it's like to be. You know, and let the physicalization come in. So whatever dwarf you're doing. Had to go there.
I know. I was waiting for it.
Not now. So whatever dwarf you're auditioning for, just kind of physicalize it and start with whatever characteristic that gets sleepy. You know, where do you feel sleep? Because it's not about where sleep or sneeze or grump comes from for everybody. It's where do you feel grumpy? I know when I'm grumpy, it starts like right here. You know, if I'm sneezy, you know, in the nose, you can feel the tickle, and you allow that tickle to inform the whole voice. Whatever way it does to you. Yes, sir.
Did you have any vocal training or have any vocal, like, voice actor trainers prior to actually doing auditions?
Yeah, I was the conservatory at DePaul University. We have voice and speech class every year for 4 years. We have movement class every year for 4 years. We have acting, you know, just regular acting, and then there'll be like Shakespeare or stage combat or weaponry or juggling or yoga or waltz or, you know, just on and on and on. So we were just steeped in all the different elements of the voice. But the voice is a really simple instrument. What happens with the voice, a baby can cry at the top of its lungs for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours before they lose their voice. And if I were to ask you to scream at the top of your lungs for as long as you can, you get about 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, and then your voice starts going. And it's because a baby has no concept that anybody's going to care what people think of its voice. So it's just pure communication. So what most of the voice work we did was releasing tension, releasing self-doubt, releasing your own sort of impression of your voice, and just allowing it to be free, allowing it to come out how it wants to come out. My voice has a real nasal quality to it that makes it very identifiable in all the sort of anime I do. People are like, there's the child. In a good way. And for a long time I'd hear myself on tape and be like, oh God, it's horrible. Because it sounds like me, exactly like me. We've all had that experience where you hear yourself on tape and you're like, I don't sound like that. But yes, you sound exactly like that. So the key is to just be very comfortable with yourself, accept exactly who you are, and then play with that. You know, once you're comfortable with who you are, you have all the freedom to play in the world. Yes.
Okay.